patient is a 56-year-old female with a history of smoking and hypertension and worsening headaches who was found to have an unruptured 6 mm anterior communicating artery aneurysm. Aneurysm can be seen on this lateral projection angiogram as shown by the arrow, and it's hidden because of the rotated complex and seen better on this 3D angiogram. The surgical plan was to proceed with a right-sided modified orbitozygomatic craniotomy with removal of the orbital bar, with a complete right-sided Sylvian fissure split and a right-sided gyrus rectus resection. This is the operative view with completion of the Sylvian fissure split as well as the gyrus rectus resection. This is a view from the right-sided approach that demonstrates both the right and left A1 segments, the bilateral A2 segments, and the rotated Acomm complex. The optic apparatus can be seen for reference too. We start by a temporary clipping of the opposite left A1 segment so that the temporary clip is out of the way. At that point, I proceed with dissection of the aneurysm neck. What's interesting in this view is that the right A2 segment is hidden because of the rotation of the complex and is actually embedded right at the interhemispheric fissure. Here, a Roton 6 is being used to complete a final dissection of the aneurysm dome. The key here is to predominantly do a sharp dissection. The calcification of the aneurysm dome can be well noted, and as you can see, the challenging portion is to see the aneurysm and the ipsilateral A2 junction. There's a lot of adhesions which are often seen in these dysplastic aneurysms where it's stuck to the right A2, and an effort is being made to create a plane to introduce the clip. During this process, you will notice that there is an intraoperative rupture. However, it can be well controlled predominantly because one of the large A1s has already been clipped. So the microsuction is used to control the bleeding point, while a curved clip with the curve going down is introduced on each side of the aneurysm at its origin. And that initial dissection of the aneurysm base is critical here to introduce the clip in a good position. And as you can see that bleeding point, which was fairly close to the aneurysm neck, has been obliterated. An intraoperative ICG demonstrates filling of all the major branches, and a CT scan demonstrates a good clip position. This is the postoperative intraoperative angiogram with complete aneurysm obliteration, and the 3D angiogram showing clip placement. The patient made a good recovery and was discharged home on the third postoperative day. This case demonstrates how a rotated anterior communicating artery complex has to be managed with adequate operative exposure, gyrus rectus resection, a wide Sylvian fissure split, and early exposure of the proximal vessels. Thank you.